Hello. Long time no see, not really. But, you know. So, quarantine. Or lockdown. Or whatever the fuck you're choosing to call it. That is a thing that has been going on and has been fucking fantastic. Finally got a job. Family's telling you to quit the job because you have to go to work during a pandemic. But you know, let's talk about some D&D. I'm currently leveling up my Asmar Wizard to level 5 because, you know, why not? You need to. The DM fucking said so. Is there no wizards in here somewhere? I don't know where, but somewhere. That's background. You went too far. Sorcerer? That's, I think, after wizard. Am I wrong? Probably. Warlock. And we found wizard. So I'm gonna be level 5. I get nothing special this time. I know 4 cantrips. I already know 4 cantrips. I know 4 first level spell. I have 4 first level spell slots, 3 second level, and 2 third. Fancy. But yeah, the quarantine has a lot of D&D stuff being fucked. Which I'm not too against because I wasn't too many, but now there are a bunch of people trying to get me in online games. Fun times, fun times, fun times. So, I'm really excited for when I get to run my Saturday game again. I didn't get to do it this Saturday, sadly, because we must protect the children. It's understandable. I have new spells. How many new spells do I know? I think I get to learn 3 new spells a level. Build. Couldn't mind spell casting. Ritual casting, spell casting, focus, learning, and yes, I learned 3 new spells because my DM has me as a special type of wizard that I learn a 3rd spell. So I get 3rd level spells. Isn't that fantastic? Hold person sounds delicious. So does counterspell and dispel magic. But water breathing is also very sexy. Depending on how I want to build my dear Azrael. That honestly really fucking hurt. But it's not something to worry about. So last game of my campaign anyway, I ran a, technically it was a one-shot, but I put it in the analog of the story to have them be doing something, which I call the graveyard. Basically, it's a place that continues forever. There's a section, by continues forever, I mean it just kind of loops. You keep walking, and eventually you'll get back to the same place. But there's an area that is very snowy. It is monochromatic, all white with some red. There is the swamp that has the temple that will get you home. And there's the area you generally start in, which is a very misty, default graveyard-esque area. All of the inhabitants are dead. There's wraiths. Some NPCs that are popular from there is Grandma. She is a zombie that, if you knock on her door instead of banging it open and trying to murder her, which is your standard idea. I actually have never had a player not knock on the door. It's kind of hilarious. But, she'll give you cinnamon cookies and hot lemonade. It was cinnamon lemon cookies and hot lemonade. And we'll proceed to tell you stories about her lovely wife. She also can't talk, so it's all growls, but with some charades, eventually your players will figure out that she has a partner. And sometimes they don't realize this partner is a lady. And then she gets to correct them, being like, and it is fan-fucking-tastic. Am I talking in an accent? Yes, sort of. Life has been interesting during this shit. People I used to fuck with back when I was trying to look for a partner, before I gave up on that shit, pretty much. I haven't given up entirely, but there's only so much you can do, and fuck online dating. Started to contact me again. It was unpleasant. So, we're going to talk in an accent to de-stress. Not the preferred accent of this character, but an accent nonetheless. So, they proceeded to have a conversation with Granny. Or Grammy. Whatever the fuck I go by usually. Her full name is Gertrude. Her real name is Gertrude, but no one knows that. And her wife's name is Olga. She's very big. Very big. And my players are going to have to fight her next game because one of my players, dear Sealol, killed the Grammy. And then another player, who I can't remember the name of. I have the notes over there and I could probably just go over there and read it. Whatever, it's the Cthulhu worshipper. Decided, yeah, I'm going to bring her back to life as a wraith so she can say goodbye to her wife. They don't speak common. They have to use a sign language. A wraith can't talk, but she can do sign language. And she's going to tell a partner exactly what happened, and she's going to come for Sealaw's puny Asmar ass. And it is going to be hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And then, I'm not sure if they're going to fight her or not. I'm going to have her try. They're going to step inside of the church, and they're going to find a they're going to step inside the church, and I'm either going to have her in there, or I'm going to have a violent, Frankensteinian yell come from behind. Probably that one. I feel it would be more entertaining. So, upon that, they're going to be triggered in combat. They can either flee, or they can fight like men. But she is going to attempt to kill our player, as actions have consequences. Even though he did what he should, because his god, and by his god I mean his patron, because he's a warlock, but he thinks he's a good guy. It's cool. I think it's interesting. He's a warlock, but he's like a warlock of an actual god. An Irish god of death. And it is highly entertaining. I don't know what you want from me, but you're going to have to bother not me. And it is going to be highly entertaining. It is punishment, but it is also not punishment. It is actions have consequences, even if they're the right action. Like, saving the poor child. It's a good thing to do. But then the king wanting that child dead, you get hung. It is what happens. And then they're going to either fight or die, depending on what happens, and then they're going to use the magical teleport crystal to get the fuck out of the graveyard. And they're going to find themselves in a fantastic little place known as the university. I really need to figure out how to talk better on this. But it's going to have like a Nimrod or an automaton who's teaching a class of stuffed animals. Because I saw a photo of stuffed animals because there's teachers doing Zoom and they feel weird teaching a class of no one, so they're fucking teaching a class of stuffed animals. And it's basically gonna be that. But it's gonna be a robot and she's gonna be like, "You're late to class, sit the fuck down," or some shit. And there's going to be some sort of fucking tomfoolery with that shit. I know I want to use my big mini at some point soon. Rook needs some love. And I want to give Rook some love because Rook is one sexy bitch. And then there's going to be some more stuff with automatons, and they're going to have to figure out how to get out of this world before they can get back to their own. They're going to come across some more Cthulhu-esque shit, because for me to get the one player that is a Cthulhu worshipper and kind of a catalyst for what I have planned, because there's the one player that I have plans for that is now going to die because of... I don't want to have to kill him, but realistically, that's what would happen. And another one of the players is going to kill him once he tries to kill an NPC named Bad. The wonderful vampire Bad who does not know how to say his own fucking name. Because he cannot pronounce V's. I've never had much issue introducing that character. Eventually the players get it. But he can't pronounce B's. And his name is Bad. It's just a juggling vampire jester. He's entirely bullshit, but people love him. I don't understand why people love fucking Johnny. Or people love Meredith. Because they're fucking assholes. But people love them. And I haven't done a lot of talking, so my voice is hoarse as ever-loving hell. I know, Roll. I know. I love you too, Roll. And I haven't been able to play in my Thursday game in so long, and I fucking love that shit. I miss it so badly, because I've had work every single time. Or it hasn't been played. Which fucking sucks. But you know, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. I'll figure it out at some point. And if not, you win some, you lose some. I mean, as long as I get to run my game, I'll be happy. Because I fucking love running my game. It's the most important thing to me. It shouldn't be, but it is. But big excite, big things to do once you eventually can, which probably won't be a while because of quarantine and fear of the virus. But if I have to, I'll move it online. If I have to. I don't plan to, because I don't want to have to pull my map out, set it down, and figure out how to set this thing up where people can see it. Because this room is a mess. Oh, I think the proficiency bonus goes up, so I have to re-rigger a lot of that shit. That's gonna be great. Another time, by the way.